So today is the 22nd day of November, 2025. We just had about 20 minutes of silence. So I want to talk about education a little bit. And I want to talk about the difference between the public and private. So my education was a private education, as I understand it.
Through the sixth grade, but actually you had 7 years because that went on the very beginning with
It was Christ the King Academy in Paulsbo. Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about?
I'm talking the very first woman that I met that brought us into all of this, whose name I'm trying to remember, and I know your teacher before.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. Yeah, because I took you to K every week for a year, I would say, and then I started in, and I did 5 years. Anyway, yeah, so
it was...
I took you through the 6th grade.
And Kay did the...
But I repeated, well, yeah, prologue, that's right, because it was 1 through 6 when I got the books and the, signed on, where we got the material. The name is whatever.
What was it?
Well, the company that it was based on Christian teaching, but it didn't bring a lot of the. It was a real good academic. I just have to think of the source, but I sent away.
So I remember a Calvert's, I think, and I remember a Becca.
A Becca Books, yeah. Calvert was at first. Yeah, there was a couple good long times, like a year with Calvert, and then I had to do something more for your age, legally, and would have found K, I guess, then. So there were those 2 years, and then we started, after with K, we started with the 6 years of A Becca Books. So yeah.
And then I went into the
Christ the King.
In
right?
Paulsbo.
Yes.
Yeah.
For 7th grade.
For 7th grade.
Yeah. So you did a lot of years, the 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. 8, 9, 10. Jeepers. So you still had 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years to go into the government schools.
So you say government, not public.
Yeah, well, they're run by the government. So that's people not really choosing on their own. They're being told by someone else. The curriculums, all of it.
So I'm curious about the law. You mentioned the law. Like you had to do something because of the law with me?
Yeah, once you were, I think, 6 years old, I needed to get some kind of official, authentic, credentialed source to not have to put you into the school.
What do you think would have happened if you didn't bother with that?
I don't know if somebody would have come and tracked me down or not. Maybe not, but word gets out, and it was actually fortunate because that's when how and why I connected to Kay, which set up our whole life, why the yurt is here probably, and the whole agenda that was laid out for us on some other dimension of consciousness, I guess I would say.
Okay. So there was still some threat?
Threat? No, because I had Kay, who was
I know, but I'm hung up on the bit about the law.
well, so was, I stayed with the law because I took you in connection with Mrs. B.
Bogensberger.
Yeah, overseen by that, and so I didn't have any threat. I was obeying enough to not be concerned at all. I was not bothered, no.
Okay. So the question of obeying enough is really an interesting one to me. How do you know when you're obeying enough or not?
In anything in life, you mean?
Well, yeah, I tend to think about it as abstractly as I can at first, and then do my best to scale that down into whatever the particular context is.
How can I tell if I'm obeying what I think would be the proper thing? I don't know, because I think we each make up our own moral code. I do.
You believe that you make up your own moral code?
Well, yes, according to the things that speak to me. Yeah.
So the things that speak to you.
Yeah. And I stay well enough within the present government, the power to stop people from doing what they're doing if it's harming someone else. I didn't have a problem staying within that and also going with my own directive.
So when I hear harming, I hear appropriately caring for. So to not appropriately care is to harm. Does that sound right?
No, you wouldn't be doing any harm by appropriately caring. So
I know. I'm trying to say another. I'm trying to get at what harm is by trying to define what it isn't.
Oh, what harm is not?
Yeah.
That's real interesting, because do you want to come from every individual person and ask that? Or do you want to go to some authority, quote, and ask what harm is? I think the whole point, the only need for government of any kind is to keep one person from actually hurting another. I mean, physically hurting, somehow definitely stopping their life force in an inappropriate way. That's a proper role of government. That's the only proper role of government. As I understand it, pretty much. Yeah, because humans are not perfect enough to have some of them acting out and really damaging others. And there has to be some power or enough power from somewhere to stop that from happening. Police, military, whatever, that's a proper role of government. That's it.
So where my mind goes with that, and we should probably go for now, but I just really wonder why there has to be, or if there has to be any law whatsoever with respect to education.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Government has nothing to do with education. That word educar from David Spangler, to educate, to draw out from within strength, courage, and creativity. That's the definition of education. You don't need power. See, government is power. It'll stop you from doing what you're going to hurt somebody else, but When you're drawing out from within strength, courage, and creativity, you're not hurting anyone else.
Okay.
And yeah,
That seems like a pretty succinct articulation of the principle at play.
okay.
Thank you. Really appreciate it a lot.